For a long time, I would think that there was something wrong with me. I would walk into a room, any room, a coffee shop, a family gathering, even somewhere that I actually and deeply wanted to be, but my body would end up getting tight. My stomach would literally clench. I would have all of this anxiety and my eyes would start darting around the room without me even realizing it. My brain would be so busy analyzing, scanning, wondering what people thought about me, what could go wrong. And at that time, I really didn't think of it as anxiety. I thought that it was just who I was. But then I started to learn something that completely reframed my life. Stephen Porges calls this neuroception. It is how your body decides whether you're safe or in danger before your mind even has a say. So it's pretty much automatic. And another expert, Peter Levine, talks about how trauma, the stuff your body couldn't fully process in the moment, doesn't just disappear. It stays in your nervous system as this unfinished survival energy. Now, here's the thing about that. When your nervous system has that unfinished story running in the background, your body reacts to the present as if it's still in the past. So you might be like me, sitting in a perfectly safe cafe, but your biology thinks it's in the middle of a threat. So for me, this showed up in very subtle ways. I would say no to invitations because I just wasn't in the mood. I'd avoid talking to certain people because I was afraid that I would say something wrong. I might overthink a conversation from days ago and convince myself that I messed up and constantly stay in that loop. And the other thing is when you live like that, your reality starts to match your state. Your body's survival mode makes you filter the world for danger. So you may notice the frown and miss the smile. You see the one closed door and miss the three that are open. You literally cannot perceive certain opportunities because your system isn't tuned to them. And the turning point for me, it was not thinking more positively or thinking more positive thoughts. It was about working with my body so it could actually feel safe again. And so I started with really simple tools like breathing in slowly, holding, breathing out, and pausing again. This is what we call box breathing. Moving my body just a little when I felt frozen, dancing, looking around the room and naming what I saw to remind my system, hey, we're here and we are safe. And at first it feels very simple. It feels almost too simple. But here's what's happening. When your body starts to settle, your reality looks different. I would notice people smiling at me in line at the store. I saw opportunities connect that I've missed before. Even my own ideas for work started flowing in ways that hadn't before. I was in a complete flow state. The world itself hadn't really changed. I had changed the channel I was tuned into. And from that new channel, life was bigger, life was softer, life was more open. That's the part that feels almost metaphysical to me. When your nervous system learns safety, you don't just feel different, you literally start perceiving a different version of reality. One where you are not constantly preparing for something to go wrong so that you can actually see what is going right in your life. So if you have been feeling like you're stuck in the same loop, the same thoughts, the same patterns, the same emotional states, it might not be because you lack willpower. In fact, it's not because you lack willpower or because you haven't found the right mindset yet. It might just be your biology running an old program. And the most amazing and fantastic news is that biology can change. Your nervous system can rewire. And when it does, your world will literally open up in ways that you may not be able to imagine from where you're standing right now. And this is the work that I do with my clients, teaching the body safety so that the mind can finally stop living in that survival mode. So if you are ready to experience that shift, I have a 4-week nervous system coaching container along with my ongoing coaching and my one-off holotropic breathwork session to get a feel of the work that I do. So there's many ways to work with me. And if you're interested, just message me.